I now understand why Tade went back to Leo. She has feelings for him, and it's something she's been denying. Hey guys, welcome back to Sahara Movies. I'm Lydia and I'm your host for today. I'm back with Littleblackbook on the 11th episode. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more videos and more updates. In the two previous episodes, Tade was fired, was painfully fired from her company. She came home and then she met another trouble because her brother was going through relationship issues with Dami. Now, I was thinking, now that Tade has gotten time to settle and her brother is also home, Chris is also home, they can come together, work for themselves, be who they want to be. That is what I was thinking. That is what I expected Tade to do. But then, out of the blue, Leo finds out that he has been duped by Gladys. We know that Gladys is in a lot of bitterness. She wants to avenge what Leo did to her some years back. So she's using business as a means to avenge. Initially, she passed through Madeline to give her the financial documents of the company. And now finally she said Leo should fire Tade. After Leo did everything for Gladys, he realizes that something is missing. There's something missing. So he decides to go for Tade. And I was expecting Tade to be a bit difficult, because if one thing about me people is people don't change. I don't think people change. People actually have a way of hiding it better. And you should be smart about it next time, especially if you've been a victim of a dubious attitude. So Tade knows the attitude of Leo. She knows how Leo uses women. She knows how Leo is always getting presents and all that. She knows how the company is going bankrupt. You know all of this. Fortunately for you, I'll say it to be a fortunate incident. Fortunately for you, you've been fired by your boss. Isn't this an opportunity for you to grow on yourself? But then you let him come and take you at his own interests. And I don't really agree on what Tade did. I think Tade should really stand on her ground. Right now that her brother wants to start his own company, she should rather stick to her brother, because I see future in Chris. I see that Chris really wants to go into the sports and thing, and Tade should see the future. She could actually be Chris's business something but then you stay there and then I don't even know how to say it. I think Leo is taking advantage of Tade. He has realized that, or he has seen that this is what women want. He has seen how to lure women into believing him. So he's using it against Tade. And since Tade has a clearer picture of everything, she's supposed to learn from it. Honestly, she's supposed to learn from it. Tade, I don't know. I think I'm mentioning her name too much in this episode. But what do you think as well? What do you think Tade should do? I think she's making a wrong decision by going back to Leo, because there's no second chance to prove a first impression. You've seen what Leo has done to you. He actually made you get closer to Haruna because he wanted you to find some information. If someone was having a transparent mindset, he wouldn't do that. You did all this for him. You do a project for him for partnership, and then he sacks you, and then he calls you again, and then you fall in. To top it all, you kissed him. I remember in the episode that Leo kissed Tade, and then Tade also responded to the kiss. Tade eventually apologized for that kiss. I remember very well, and she felt guilty, and Leo made it look like she was the one at fault. She really felt guilty. But Leo made it look like she was the one at fault and he was all this and that. I don't know what lesson Tade needs again before she can see who the real man Leo is. That Leo is not the right person for her. You don't always need to meet the right people in life, but we are going through a certain phase of your life and you see that this person is not the right person. You just veer off the road. You should veer off the road. You shouldn't expect the person to veer off. You should veer off the road and use another path. So yeah, Tade, please, I hope you are thinking twice about this. About Gladys also, right now Gladys will feel that there's a bit of satisfaction. Yes, She has taken her revenge. She's satisfied about it. Leo has lost Tade, someone with business mind and all that. Sorry. Gladys has also been able to manipulate Madeline to against, like, I mean, do you get it? Against her own company. So Gladys is feeling on top. One thing about pain is it follows you. Sometimes when you go through a certain type of pain and you don't avenge the person who put you through that pain, you don't feel satisfied. Honestly, you don't feel satisfied. You really want the person to go through either the same or more than what you went through before you feel some kind of satisfaction, you feel some kind of achievement, honestly. So that's what Gladys was going through. There's no way she would have been at ease if Leo was living like a normal person. Like if Leo's life was going on normally, there's no way Gladys would be at ease. So at least she has taken her revenge. She has eaten her cake. So now I think that Gladys' face is done now. She shouldn't go into Leo's past again, because you have literally ruined his business. But fortunately, he's getting up like small. So I think Gladys should back off. She has done her part. You have avenged. He has lost the contract. You've done your part. Let Leo be. Though I don't support or I don't agree with Leo's attitude, I feel he's human and he makes mistakes. And if you let him endure, taste a feel of what he made you go through, it's okay. So I think Gladys should just halt, like, it's enough. What she's trying to prove, she has been able to prove it, so it's enough. I want to talk about Dami's decision on getting rid of the child. I still have this small feeling or instinct telling me that Dami hasn't aborted the child. I still think Dami hasn't aborted the child. But this is what we are seeing, that Dami has gotten rid of the child. Now, in Dami's attitude, she goes for what she wants. Let's put aside the fact that Dami made a wrong decision getting rid of the child, because she has all the means. She has the means, or let me say, the reason she used to get rid of the child is not tangible enough. Dami is someone who is determined. Let me put it that way. Dami is a determined person. She goes for what she wants. Tade made mention of this yesterday, and in the episode, and I was like, wow, this is so true. Yes, Dami is a determined individual. She goes for what she wants. She knows she's not ready for a child now. Though it was a wrong decision, she got rid of it because she wants to reach a certain phase in life before she starts having a family. It's good if we all have this self-control and self-discipline in our lives. I think things will work the way we want it to work, and not because that is how nature has pushed it to work. Do you get it? So let's say you're expecting to achieve something by the age of 25 and you are 23 and something comes up. You don't make what came up a hindrance to what you want to achieve by 25. So I hope I'm making something here. So that is what Dami did. She has a target. She has an achievement target she wants to get to, and she hasn't gotten there yet. And she made a very big decision, even though we don't know if it will affect her in the future, even though maybe that was the only child she's going to have in her life. She took the risk because she didn't want any, or she doesn't want any hindrances on the decisions she took or she has taken. Yeah, so I really applaud Dami for a very tough decision that she has decided to make. Though getting rid of the child wasn't the way to go, but that is a very big decision that Dami did. So congrats or applause to Dami for being such a determined and ambitious woman. I really like Dami's attitude. And now let me go to Chris. Chris too, he's saying that he has resigned from his company, his home. Though Dami didn't agree with his decision to resign, now that he's home, what is he doing for himself? Is he starting his project, or he just feels that he has the whole world in his hands now, or he has the whole time in the world? What is Chris doing about it? Because from what I see, I think he's relaxing. I don't see any basic improvement in what he wants to achieve, because he said he wants to set up his own company, start his gaming and all of that. I don't see him putting an effort to it or making an effort to it. So I think Chris should learn a bit of Dami's attitude, that she's a determined woman. When she puts her mind on something, she makes sure she achieves it. So I think Chris should focus on the attitude of his girlfriend, even though they are no longer together, they've separated and all that. I think there's something to learn from Dami's attitude. Yeah. So let me know what you think about this whole episode. Leo, Gladys, Madeline, Tade, Dami, and Chris. What do you think about this episode? What are your general thoughts? And also let me know what you expect in the next episode, episode 12. I think that Gladys right now that Gladys has lost, obviously she has lost. Let's see how she decides to come up with another plan. But I know definitely Tade will resign. I'll end here for today. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.